TikTok or Reels? TikTok or Reels? TikTok or Reels? Which one is better for library marketing? We have some new data from a new study that has the answer to that question, and we're going to talk about it in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. If you have a question that you'd like me to look into, head to that website and then look for the Library Marketing Show tab. You can contact me directly. You can also go there to nominate your library or another library that you see doing great work in marketing for our Kudos Award, which we're going to give away a little later in the show. Before we get to the debate over TikTok and Reels, I'd love to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel or to follow me on LinkedIn so that you never miss one of these episodes. Okay, I came across some new research that will help you to figure out where you should be spending your energy, your precious energy and time in library marketing. There is a video performance analysis that just came out from a company called Amplify, and it conducted a review of thousands of posts across Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because remember, Facebook owns Instagram, and it was looking to see what's working, what's resonating with viewers, where should we be spending our time? And guess what? Overall, the answer is Instagram Reels. Reels comes out on top in a lot of different ways. So this analysis, I will put a link to that down below, but this analysis looked at 1,300 brand Instagram and TikTok profiles, sister profiles. So that means brands that had both an Instagram and a TikTok profile. And Amplify found that Instagram Reels drive far more views than TikTok. I'm personally not surprised by this, but I know many of you are always trying to figure out where you should be spending your energy. It also found that longer reels, and that's lasting between 30 and 90 seconds, performed better than reels that were 30 seconds or less. Something to keep in mind as you're creating your video content for library marketing. Reels also beat out TikTok for view counts, which is a very interesting point because TikTok always markets themselves as a place where you're going to get a ton of views. Not necessarily true for brands. Libraries are a brand. So this is for brand content specifically. It's not for single creators. You may have friends who are entrepreneurs who are having different results on TikTok, and that's fine. But we want to look at what's happening with brands because that matches most closely what libraries do. Spend your time making reels, not necessarily TikTok. What do you think? Is this something you've seen reflected in your own library marketing at your library? I would love to hear. I'm certain my other viewers would love to hear. Start a conversation down in the comments. Let us know if you're posting on both platforms. Where do you get the best reach? Okay, I want to give kudos away now. And this is actually kudos that I discovered. So on New Year's Day, I received 2 emails from the York Public Library in Maine. First one came around 5 o'clock my time in the morning, and it had a little typo in it. The second one came about 5 hours later, and it had the subject line, "Forgive our typo, Happy New Year, parentheses, again." And that, of course, intrigued me. Apologizing for an error really adds authenticity to anything that you do. And it was very smart marketing on York's part to resend that newsletter with that subject line. This actually happened at the company where I work at, Novelist, about a month ago, maybe a little more. We sent out an email and had an error in it. And so we sent a second version of the email out. That second version got more clicks and opens than our first version. Why? Because we admitted we had an error in it right up front in the subject line. People are intrigued and they respond to that authenticity. So if that happens to your library, just send it again. Put it in the subject line that you had a little typo, apologize. You're going to get great results from that. It's a great way to get more people to open up your newsletters. Good job, York Public Library. That's it for today's show. I have lots more tips and tricks for libraries on my channel. If you're interested in learning more, head to the next video and I'll see you there.